Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. Assalamu alaikum, peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. I'm your brother in the struggle for peace, truth, reality, freedom, justice, and equality, Brother Minister Alifullah. Beloved, today we're going to cover Chapter 8 of the NOI's December Ramadan Guide, covering the 10 reasons a Muslim is totally exempt from Ramadan fasting. I pray within and work without that you're enjoying your Ramadan. And I just want you to be aware that there are circumstances where you're not obligated to Ramadan. Okay, so we're going to cover very briefly those 10 reasons and then echo those 10 reasons so that you can see if you meet any of these requirements. Okay. Number 1, sickness or medical conditions. This is backed by the Holy Quran in Surah or Chapter 2, ayats or verses 184 to 185. If fasting harms their health, delays healing, worsens the disease, or contradicts medical necessity, Islam forbids self-harm. Allah intends for you ease and not hardship, according to the Holy Quran, Chapter 2, verse 184 to 185. So, say you had a situation where, you take medication, for example, and the doctor tell you, don't take this medication without putting something on your stomach. Now, meaning that some medications are so strong that if you don't coat your stomach with a little something, it can harm you, So what you want to do is you want to simply take your medication as prescribed, and you still can Ramadan. Meaning that when you take the say, I'm just using this hypothetically, say somebody was a diabetic, for example. I remember some brothers, they used to be diabetic, so early in the morning, they come, they be like, the sugar is low, whatever, So they eat a little something, drink a little something, and they still would Ramadan, meaning that little bit of food was not breaking their fast, as we would call it. That's not violating or breaking your Ramadan. You're taking and eating something out of necessity. So that's not a sin. That's not a problem. Don't even worry about that. Just go ahead and continue Ramadaning as you normally would, but make sure you eat a little something before you take your medication. Second, traveling long distance. Holy Quran, Chapter 2, verse 184. A Muslim on a legitimate journey may break the fast and make it up later, even if travel is comfortable or by modern transportation. You may be going to a family reunion or whatever. I'm just using hypothetical. Say you went to your daughter's wedding or something of that nature there, and they eating, they celebrating or whatever the case may be. You can eat in the daylight hours and just simply be like, okay, I'm gonna do an extra day of Ramadan instead of Ramadan for 31 days. After December, around January, I'm gonna do an extra day or two in January. It could be January the 2nd, the 1st, the 20th, whatever. It don't make a difference. It could be in February, March, April, May, June, July. You just make that day up. You just do an extra day of Ramadan. All right. Number 3, elderly who cannot physically fast. Holy Quran, Chapter 2, verse 184. Seniors whose bodies cannot handle prolonged hunger or thirst are excused. They may give what's called fidya. That's feeding one poor person per missed day instead. This also covers, say you had a elderly person, a grandparent, a great-grandparent, for example. Even if they may not seem like they're hungry, you should feed them. Even if it's a real young child, you should feed them. That's not breaking their Ramadan. Now, it's like there is no obligation on young children or elderly people or sick people to Ramadan. Know what I mean? So don't feel like you're doing something bad or they're doing something bad or that's a sin or whatever. Number 4, pregnant women at risk. If fasting harms the mother, the fetus, or causes physical weakness, she is exempt. The priority is life and health, you know. So a mother that's pregnant, she needs to eat. She's not just eating for herself, she's eating for the growing child that's in her. So say, for example, she's fasting for 3 days. That means the fetus growing in her is fasting for 3 days. It's being malnourished. It's like, no, make sure she's getting all her vitamins. She's staying hydrated. She's relaxing. She's not watching wild animals on TV kill each other. She's not watching gangster movies, people shooting each other, and none of that kind of stuff. Now, I mean, you want her to have peace of mind and peace of body. All right, number 5, breastfeeding mothers. If fasting reduces milk supply or harms the child, she is completely excused until it's safe to resume. So that naturally latches on to breastfeeding mothers. A mother that's not breastfeeding is still not obligated to fast just by the fact that she's still pregnant. Know what I mean? So say a mother had a baby 3 days ago and Ramadan began on the 4th day. Her body is too weak to participate in Ramadan. So the husband or the baby's father and the family should make sure that she's getting her nourishment, make sure that she's healing up first, get herself together. All right, number 6, Haid or menstruation cycles. Women on that menstrual cycle must not fast. They make up the days later. Restricted laws warns us about committing acts of violence on ourselves or others. So, and the messenger taught us in our lesson, the Muslims uses good judgment and discretion in all things. So when a woman is on her menstrual cycle, you know, you don't want a sister or female, your mother, your daughter, your wife, your niece, what have your cousin, to get low iron. I mean, you know, where their body can literally be telling them like, yo, you need to eat something. You need some dark green vegetables. You need some protein. You need some food. I mean, you need some water, you know. So you should listen to your body. Your body will let you know if there's a problem or not. Now, I mean, you don't want to harm yourself. Number 7, post-childbirth bleeding, nefas. Women experience postpartum bleeding are forbidden to fast until bleeding ends. Now, I mean, you know, you got some people that has thin blood. Some people, they get cut, they don't stop bleeding, that blood just don't clot properly. Now, I mean, so you want to be conscious that Ramadaning or fasting under those types of circumstances is actually harming yourself. That's not what Allah wants you to do. It's nothing in a conscious sense that benefits you if you're harming yourself. Ramadan should be easy. Ramadan should be simple. Ramadan should be fun. Ramadan should be spiritual. Ramadan should be healthy. Ramadan should be safe. All right. Number 8, mental or cognitive impairments. Those who cannot understand the obligation due to mental illness, developmental disability, or temporary loss of consciousness are excused and bear no sin. Say you had an autistic child, for example. You don't make your autistic child Ramadan because he or she really don't understand why you're not feeding them. they used to that pattern. They like, okay, well, I usually eat around this time. Now all of a sudden my mom or my dad is not giving me nothing to drink and nothing to eat. I mean, that is not an obligation for a child with mental impairment or an adult with mental impairments. They are exempt. Number 9, extreme hardship or life-threatening situations. Anyone facing a real danger, heat exhaustion, dehydration, labor-intense work beyond their control may break the fast to preserve life. Islam forbids self-destruction. You have brothers and sisters that's in supermax penitentiaries. They're in long-term segregated lockdown situations. They may be on the top tier and they turn the heat all the way up. They up there could barely breathe. They inside of a cell and they got plastic on the door. You know what I mean? No air's getting in there. You know, like they could literally harm themselves trying to Ramadan. They could go to sleep and not wake up. You see what I'm saying? So if you're in prison, you're not obligated to Ramadan. It's a blessing if you do. Now, I mean, if you can, some brothers will take and go to commissary, or they'll bring back their food. Some institutions actually permits Muslims to Ramadan, so they let them Ramadan and actually bring the food to them in a restricted housing unit or the RHU, and they're able to Ramadan like that. But if you're in a situation where, you know, you're locked down in the hole, now I mean, the guards messing with you, whatever, now I mean, it's not safe for you to eat food by yourself from them, you're not obligated to Ramadan. Now I mean, you know, my thing is you should try. You know, it's like some people take the breakfast, take the best part of breakfast and just save it. They'll take the best part of the lunch and save it. Take the best part of dinner and then eat that break that Ramadan like that. But in some situations, some camps, if you save something from your breakfast or save something from your lunch, when you go to the shower, you go to the yard, the guard go in there and search your cell. And they see you got your toast wrapped up, you got 2 boiled eggs or whatever, they throw it in the trash. Because like, you can't save food in this particular institution. So every situation is unique unto itself. It's not cut and dry. Now I mean, but common sense and good judgment, discretion in all things is the basic situation that we have when it comes to Ramadan. Number 10, forced abstention or coercion. If a Muslim is in prison, as I said, under duress or in a situation where fasting is impossible or prohibited by outside control, they are totally exempt. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you sinning. Don't feel like you cheating. None of that. I mean, you know, you'd be on the tip like if you're driving the children to school because you're a school bus driver, and you get up early in the morning and you used to drinking your coffee, for example, don't get in that bus driving the children to school all drowsy and crash the bus. Like, no, drink you some coffee. I mean, make sure you're ready to fly the airplane. Make sure you're ready to operate a machine without cutting your hands off at the factory, whatever. Now, I mean, if you're a surgeon, I mean, you can't perform surgery hungry and drowsy and thirsty. No, you can't be like, say, Muhammad Ali, you're the champ. You got to fight tonight. You can't go in that ring hungry. You can't go in that ring dehydrated. You go ahead and drink and eat. That's your profession. You see what I'm saying? Your team, if you're a professional NFL player, professional NBA player, what have you, you play Major League Baseball or something, your team is like, yo, why you missing the ball and missing shots? And when it came time to run, you couldn't run to third base. Like, what's up? You're like, oh, man, I ain't eat nothing today. We playing out here, 90-degree weather. It's hot in the mug in Florida. They like, no, you should not be Ramadaning if you got to play a professional sport or you have a professional career. Now, I mean, that is not breaking your fast or your Ramadan. A fast without sunrise to sunset suffering. The message toward fasting for health, mental clarity, and self-mastery, not the orthodox timetable tied to old rituals and geographic limitations. So let's recap on this. Number 1, illness that can be made worse by fasting. Do not fast if it will harm your health. Any sickness that becomes worse by not eating until sunset is a full exemption from Ramadan. Number 2, medical conditions requiring regular meals or medications. High blood pressure, diabetes, heart conditions, or any treatment requiring consistent nourishment make the orthodox fast invalid and unsafe. Now, I want you to understand, a lot of people, I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm trying to say here. Just because you take medication doesn't mean you can't Ramadan. See, you could still Ramadan, but simply when it's time for you to take your medication, you take your medication, drink just enough water, and eat just enough to make sure that your medication is going to be processed properly in the body temple. All right, but you still can Ramadan. It's just when you feel your sugar get low or anything, go ahead and eat something, drink some more juice, whatever you normally have to do, whatever your doctor prefer for you to do. But don't just fast like you're just a regular person that's not taking medication. Some people got cancer, what have you. Now, I mean, so it's not a sin for you to eat or drink something when you have a medical condition requiring regular meals or medication. Number 3, pregnancy. A pregnant sister must eat the best food for the baby's growth and brain development. She is fully exempt. All right. Number 4, breastfeeding. If fasting risks lowering milk supply or weakening the mother or child, she exempt without guilt. Don't feel guilty about that, brothers and sisters. Number 5, elderly Muslims who cannot physically withstand hunger. Age weakens the body. Islam does not demand suffering from our seniors or developing children. Number 6, menstruation. The messenger never required the woman to starve during her monthly cycle. She is exempt during all days of her period. Number 7, post-childbirth bleeding, nifas. A new mother is not to fast. Her body needs nutrients to heal and produce milk. Use common sense in all things. Number 8, mental or cognitive impairments. If a Muslim cannot understand and perform the fast with discipline and awareness, they are fully excused. Number 9, travel under hardship or danger. The messenger taught that ease is from Allah. If travel prevents proper rest, nutrition, or safe fasting, you are exempt. Use good judgment and discretion in all things. There is nothing spooky in Islam. Number 10, extreme hardship, exhaustion, or threat to life. Any fast that brings dehydration, weakness, blackouts, dizziness, or danger violates how to eat to live, and it is not required, family. The messenger's guidance. Messenger Elijah Muhammad rejected the idea of torturing the body from sunrise to sunset. He taught us fasting is for discipline of the mind and the purification of the blood, not for unnecessary suffering. Therefore, the Orthodox method does not apply to us in the nation of Islam. They have unique, similar ways that they Ramadan, and they have unique, similar ways where they're exempt from Ramadan. We fast with intelligence, not ritual. We fast with science, not tradition. We fast for health, not for show. May Allah bless you. Continue to enjoy your Ramadan, and it gets greater later. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Shalom. Hotep. Assalamu Allah. Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses. Download the complete Nation of Islam December Ramadan Guide, Book 1 or 2 for $9.95 each at $Alif Ministries, or visit our website at noireport.online.